Right, welcome everyone to Fell Riders Diaries. Only we're not in the fells today. We're in the Scottish lowlands, and this is St Mary's Loch. Now, that ain't too shabby if you ask me. That's actually pretty good. And with two reasons why we're here, well, three reasons when I come to think of it. One, work finished early, I didn't have a shift, and I've got next tomorrow off, so I've got a 2-day overnighter in a campsite very near here, which is great. Two, St Mary's Loch sits upon the A708, which is the Moffat to Selkirk road. And what a lot of people don't know, and very shortly will, is that this is one of the best biking roads in the UK. Silence. Look at that, good God. And the third reason is because this is just an hour and a half up the road from me. The Scottish lowlands pretty much begins round about Selkirk, Moffat, something like that. And yeah, we'll have a little look around here, see if we like it. I'm sure we will. What a glorious day. Stay tuned, I've got a little bit more for you when I set up tent. Right, so welcome back everyone, Fell Riders Diaries at St Mary's Loch. Got a hell of a day for it. And this is basically my camping gear for a couple of nights. It's tent and sleeping bag, basically some clothes just for one evening, and the camera bag is underneath there, and that's my glasses sitting on top, but I won't need those for putting the tent up. The tent is yonks old, and it's something called a Kayam Nimbus. Now, Kayam do pop-up tents, but not the pop-up tents that you're familiar with nowadays. These were from the 90s. And what it is basically a tent that's done up like an umbrella, for use of a better word. So, all the poles are interlinked, as you can see. So, all you do is lift it up from the centre, click, 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 all the way round. And they call this a 3-man tent. It's really a 2-man tent really, and not even a very big 2-man tent at that, 2+ luggage. There you go, so you've got these little springy hooks, these things here, and they basically lock it into place. There's another one up the top, oops. And there, that's it, that's my tent virtually up. How many more to go? 3 more to go. And 1 more for that. And that's it, tent's up. You've got a small vestibule and room in there for really 1 person plus kit, that's all it is. But you can just pick it up and relocate it. I want to see that first thing in the morning, so I'm just going to put it there. Making sure the fly sheet's nice and tight inside. And I've had this tent for like 20 years, it's been to all sorts of tournaments with me, and now I just use it for motorcycling. It's a bit too big to go on the bike, I think. It's probably about 6 kilos. Nowadays you're finding travelling tents in about half that weight, and everything's about space and weight. You can't justify a heavy tent anymore, or at least I can't. Where's my hammer gone? Go on, tell me you didn't bring one. Saw it fall out. Have I put the tent on top of it? Yeah, there we are. So, and being April, the ground's still nice and soft. Now, they tell me that because this is Tuesday evening and it's out of season, that the hotel's not open, the bar's not open, the restaurant's not open. In fact, all I've got here is the view, a pitch, and a toilet. And I don't know if I trust a toilet. Whoops, that goes that way round. But here we are. And that's it, a couple of guy ropes aside, that's it, packed down, and it's up. It's up in, what was that, 2 minutes, 3 minutes? And like I say, it's got plenty of space in there. And I open up onto this. Right, so the next part of the vlog is going to be me on the bike, trying to find some bits and pieces for tonight. Take care everyone, I'll speak to you soon. Right, welcome back everyone to Fell Rider's Diaries, and you've got me at St Mary's Loch having breakfast. This is my little setup. Basically, 2-man tent, kayak pop-up, pots and pans set, bog standard, stove, Aldi instant noodles, a whole bag full of looks like army rations and Kit Kats and Nescafe. And this, if you've never seen this, this is origami crockery. Now, I'm not kidding, this is really what it is. Basically, it's plastic that's pre-folded, and you turn it into different items. And this one just happens to be a cup. So, you kind of fold it together like this. Slot this tab into here, there we go, and then just push these handles in, and there you have a cup. What are the benefits? Well, of course the benefits is it doesn't weigh anything and you can fold it flat afterwards, but really I've got it just because it's a gimmick, and I like gimmicks, just like I would never go anywhere without my spork, because I like gimmicks, although you shouldn't really leave it on the floor. So, that's me all set up for breakfast. I'm going to have some instant noodles, the breakfast of kings, and then I'll speak to you a little bit later. And there we go, that's Logan at Tibby Shields Inn. Now this place has been around since the mid-1900s. And it's a lovely place to be. They've been really, really kind to me. Can't thank them enough. And this is going to be the A708. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about this now. Welcome everyone to Fell Rider's Diaries. Okay, so why the 708? Well, I said earlier there was 3 reasons. One is building up a reputation as one of the best biking roads in England, in Scotland, in Great Britain, beg your pardon, don't say that round here. 2, I had a day off work, on top of a day off work, so I could do a 2-day one-nighter. And 3, and this is probably the crunch, is that another one of the Idiot Collective, Mickey Boy, put a post up the other week saying, got off me taxi, gone down to St Mary's Loch, absolutely glorious. And we sent a few messages backwards and forwards, and he said, how comes you know so much about this? I said, well, it's only about an hour and a half from me. And he comes back and says, well, why don't you come and join me for a brew? And I thought, what a bloody good idea. Why didn't I go and join him for a brew? And I never did. It's, I don't know, too late in the day. I'd already been out on the bike. In my head, I'd already done my riding for the day. But he made it sound very attractive. And I saw some of his photos and I thought, yeah, you know what, I'd like to look at that. And so, here I am, 3-4 days later, with an extra day in hand, on, it's got to be said, some glorious weather. I mean, it's about 16 degrees here at the moment, but it's only 10:30 in the morning, and that's as good as it has to be. It doesn't need to be any more than that. It gets uncomfortable if it's too hot, to be perfectly honest. But as you can see, it's absolutely beautiful here. And as for the road, well, I was thinking to myself, okay, this Moffat to Selkirk road, although I'm riding it from Selkirk to Moffat, it doesn't make any difference. How good can it be? I mean, I live around a Lake District, I've got the Kirkstone Pass, I've got the Hartside Pass, I've got all these wonderful roads. Can it really be so much better? And in a nutshell, yeah, it's better. It's better because I've got vision through all the corners. As much as I love riding around the Lake District, you can't get away from the fact you've got dry stone walls either side, or they cut through a forest, providing damp patches, dark patches, cold patches, and you don't get to go through any corners with any confidence because you don't know what's around it. I'm not saying Scotland is a great deal different in that respect, he says, as he comes across a sheep and its lamb. But look at this, I've got a right-hander followed by a left-hander followed by a right-hander, and I can see for the next 400 metres, and that makes a difference. Still treat them with respect though. I don't know any of these roads, don't know what's around the corner. So yeah, people, put this one in your book. A708 Moffat to Selkirk Road. And it's a lovely one. As for my kit, well, everything I'm able to get into my tail bag, basically, was a pair of trainers, a change of clothes, a change of underwear, some food, a little kit if I break down, my compressor, some gas, my stove and my pots and pans. And then tied onto the back I've got my tent and my tripod. Yeah, the tank bag is absolutely chocker with camera equipment. Didn't need to bring this at all. Although it'd be a crying shame to come to somewhere this beautiful and not take some photos. I could have bought a little compact, I could have used the footage I got from the drift. But for anyone who knows photography, knows the benefits of shooting in RAW, welcome to Dumfries Galloway. Thank you very much. Yeah, so basically the tank bag is just full of camera and lenses. Look at this. Oh, I can see myself coming back here. That's it. Idiot Collective Beano. That's what we need. I've already spoken to Logan and his partner Sue at Timmy Shields. I said I'll be making a video and they might want to hear what I've got to say. The campsite, although it's open during the week, the main building isn't normally. It's too early in the season, there's not enough traffic coming through. But I was fortunate, they'd already accompanied one person. And it wasn't anything for them to make dinner for two instead of for one. And so I had dinner with them last night. It's very kind of them. It's got a nice little bar. Logan's a biker himself. He knows the roads around here. And he actually is a fantastic chef as well. He's a steak and ale pie. You can't imagine it. I'm outside my tent. Susan comes along and says, "You're going to have dinner with us tonight?" I said, "What are you having?" He said, "Oh, we're having steak and ale pie." And at the time, I had a pouch in my hand of some mulch that's in an army ration packet that I was going to heat up using a plastic hand warmer. I said, "Yeah, you know what? Steak and ale pie sounds really good right now." And a very nice evening with them and a couple of pints, and slept soundly until the RAF decided to do their low altitude manoeuvres at night over the top of me. I have no idea how high he was, but it could have only been about 300 feet by the sounds of him. And that would have been something. Come on, lights, anytime you want. So yeah, all good things. All good things. Now what happens is I get the 708, take it down to Moffat. And then from Moffat, it's dead easy. I just pick up the M74, and that will take me straight into Carlisle, and then from Carlisle I'm just 20 minutes away, 25 minutes away from Penrith. So this place is literally just over an hour away from us. And I said in one of my previous vlogs that I wanted to do some more riding and going to Scotland, and this is a great introduction. Let's mind the sheep, stay where you are. There we are. Good Lord. Look at this. Okay, yeah, I'll put my hand up and say it. It's better than any of the roads I've found in Cumbria so far. And I never thought I'd be saying that. I mean, maybe I'm just waxing lyrical because they're new and I haven't seen it before and it's such a beautiful day and there's no traffic. I think that's one of the big things, there's no traffic at all. Except for that big articulated lorry we just passed, but other than that aside. So I'm going to leave it at that, people, before I start going into superlative overload. And I might just let the video run and run for this. Maybe put some cheesy music over the top, some soft rock soundtrack. Something nice and cliched. Dear oh dear. Good Lord. Yeah, let's leave it at that. Take care everyone. I'll speak to you all soon.